AllWorkJob claims you can earn up to $50 a day just by doing simple copy-paste work and filling out forms from home. No experience needed and you can start right away. Sounds pretty great, right? Well, I decided to test myself after several of you have asked me about it, and what I found is something you absolutely need to know before you even think about signing up. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I have tested hundreds of ways to make money online. So I know both how to spot good and not so great options. And today we are taking a look at AllWork.com. It's a site that promises easy money for simple tasks, for example, data entry, form filling, copy-paste jobs, the kind of work anyone can do. And they say you can earn up to $50 per day and start right away. Now, as mentioned, I've been testing money-making sites for years, so I know exactly what to look for. And when I started digging into this one, I found some very interesting things. So let me show you everything I found, and then you can decide for yourself whether this is worth your time or not. So let's start by going over who can join, and you can join from anywhere, and you can see it claims that you can earn up to $50 per day. It actually says earn minimum $50 per day, so that's a big claim there. And this also means before you rush to sign up, because this definitely sounds great, it says that you can do this just form filling jobs, copy paste jobs, the kind of easy jobs that anyone would love to be able to earn minimum $50 a day by doing. But please wait to sign up. I will now log in and then I will show you exactly what to be aware of. One of the first things to be aware of is that on the landing page itself, the language is not great, the grammar is not great. That's always concerning for me when I see this, but I also know, I am also not perfect on my website. I also sometimes have mistakes. I also make mistakes in my videos with my language. So I always give the benefits of the doubt. But when you put things together, this is the first thing, that the way they explain things is just a little bit strange. You just see, like, if you have only 1 hour available, then you can earn good income, many type different jobs available to start. You see, it's just a little bit off. But anyways, let me now log in and then we'll take a closer look at what it actually offers. So when you are inside, it looks quite outdated, to be honest, but it's easy to find an overview of the jobs. You can see form filling jobs. It's something people ask me about all the time. Can you just earn money by filling out forms, copy paste jobs? We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later overall, what I think about that particular earning option there. But you can see you come here and then you click and then it just reloads, you think, but you actually have to scroll down and then further down, this is where it comes there. And you can see you are in day 1. And we'll talk about this in just a bit here. But now you have to fill this out. So you have to open below given link. Again, here the grammar, the language is not great. So I would need to open a form here. And then I would take this data here and I would paste it in here. And you can see for this particular job, there's quite a lot of things that you need to fill out there, but it doesn't take long. The copy-paste jobs is basically the same. The copy-paste jobs, just in my experience, there are a little bit faster, but it's easy to do, and you will actually earn $1 here, and you can see $1 going in to your account here. So overall, it definitely looks appealing, because if you could earn $1, for a minute of work or so, that would of course be great. But you do need to be aware that you have to work for 30 days before you are supposedly able to get paid. You can also upgrade and pay for an account, and then supposedly you do not have to wait that long. But you see here right now for this task here, I'm on day 1. So for each task, you have to work for 30 days before you can even withdraw anything. So you can potentially end up spending a lot of time and effort before you potentially can get paid. And there are some strange things here I just want to address and talk about. So another weird thing I just noticed now, actually, before going over the things I actually were planning to talk about, is that my total earnings has now dropped. Before it said somewhere that I earned $2.50 or so. So this is again this weird thing that random things happen here. Random ads pop up sometimes where you're taken to a new website. Also quite spammy in my opinion, and something I really dislike when websites do things like this. But the biggest concern I have about this is that the work itself actually does not make sense. Because I have tested hundreds of ways to make money online, and form filling jobs, copy paste jobs, that's not how it works. What is this used for? Why would they pay me $1 to sit and copy paste information like this. It just doesn't make sense. You always have to think about when you see an earning method and you think, oh, I can earn great money. Yes, but is there a business model behind? If not, if the company doesn't have something that makes sense, why are they paying you? No company like that is a charity. So why are they paying you? Is there a business model that makes sense? If not, then it's a huge red flag. And when it comes to form filling jobs, I have just never come across one that actually does that, or copy paste job. Well, what is copy paste job? It's not just copy pasting random information like that. That's not how it works. I actually do have a video about what you can realistically expect when you are looking for copy paste jobs, because it's very important to understand how it really works. So I'll leave a link in the top corner for a video I have about that, so you can check that out. But overall, the random ads, the poor grammar, the works that doesn't make sense, all that, when you put that together, it just makes it a platform that I really do not like. And then they have a paid plan, so supposedly you then don't have to wait until you have worked for 30 days, but you have to work for 30 days. Why do I have to work for 30 days? You can end up spending hours and hours to do this here, and then maybe you will get paid in 30 days, but why do I have to wait for 30 days? Why do I have to pay to get paid faster? It just doesn't make sense compared to all the methods that I have tested online. Another thing is that it shows the payout options here in a kind of a weird form here, where you just have to give your bank account name, and this would not be enough to get paid, so it just doesn't make sense. Plus, when I actually tried on the payout page or completed work section, there's one where you can fill out a form, then it didn't actually take me to a form I could fill out. It just took me to a YouTube channel. All these weird things, when you put that together, then it's definitely something that I personally would stay away from. And I'm not the only one saying that. Let's just take a closer look at a few other people also. So I just jumped to Trustpilot, and in general, if you've heard me talk about Trustpilot before, you know that I don't just blindly trust what I see here, because it can be manipulated. I've been attacked by some competitors on the Trustpilot page myself, and it can easily be manipulated both to get more positive and negative and all that. So I don't just blindly trust it, but it can give, sometimes you can see if it's a genuine review or not. And there are quite a few people here that, for example, says that they completed 30 days of work across 2 different categories and submitted everything, and then they asked him to wait for another 5 to 10 days and share the payment details, and it's been 2 months, have not received any update, had earned $1,132. So this person did not get paid. There's several stories like that, and in itself, that you supposedly can earn in a month more than $1,000 by basic copy paste work. That's just not how it works to make money online, unfortunately. So when you put all that together, definitely not a platform that I recommend. Quite a few of you have asked me about it recently, and that's why I decided to take a closer look and share my honest opinion and my experiences about it. If you have experiences yourself, please let me know in the comments below. It would be great to hear your experiences also. But personally, I would say be careful with any platform that offers simple, basic copy paste job, form filling jobs, because you cannot just not find that type of real work online, and you will definitely not earn that much. As mentioned, I do have a video about copy paste jobs, what it really means and what it really requires and what is realistic. I'll leave a link to that below. I also do have a list on my website of the best micro job sites and the best data entry jobs that you can realistically earn from. You will definitely not earn $1,000 or $50 per day by doing that. That's not realistic for that type of work, but at least they are completely realistic. So I'll leave links to that below, so you can check that out also if you're interested in that. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.